Houston's entourage located her body inside this hotel. So far, police and the coroner are refusing to offer details about what may have caused her tragic death. Exactly what happened inside the iconic Beverly Hilton remains a mystery. Paramedics raced to the 4th floor and found a lifeless Whitney Houston inside her hotel room bathtub. They tried in vain to resuscitate her with CPR.
At 3:55 p.m. this afternoon, Whitney Houston was pronounced dead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel.
The scene inside her room was chaotic. ABC has learned it appears members of Houston's entourage found her unresponsive body and called hotel security. But just about a half hour earlier, Houston's mother, Sissy, reportedly spoke to her daughter and said nothing was out of the ordinary. Houston's cousin, Dionne Warwick, also reportedly spoke to her over the phone earlier in the day and said everything seemed fine. Houston was staying at the hotel to attend music industry executive Clive Davis's annual pre-Grammy bash. Hours after her death, the party still went on.
Why is Whitney Houston dead? You think it's because of drugs? The coroner said Whitney Houston's body was in water so hot. The water was so hot that no human being could force themselves to remain submerged in it. That's the coroner. So if the coroner said Whitney Houston could not have stayed in that bathtub on her own free will, that means somebody helped her drown. And can somebody tell me why the Beverly Hills Hilton, one of the most popular hotels in the world, never reviewed the hallway video footage that would show us exactly who walked into the room? Who is that powerful that they can make the Beverly Hills Hilton eliminate the video footage? You know why Whitney Houston was murdered? Because she was going broke. And what do most popular artists do when they start going broke? They say, we got to take a look at 3 things: my royalties, my publishing, and my master recordings. And there was somebody whose name I'm not going to mention because I got to get home tonight. I got a school to open. All you got to do is ask yourself, who benefited the most from Whitney Houston being dead? Who was having a party that night? And even after Whitney Houston died, he did not cancel the party. The party went on in Whitney Houston's death. And even Shaka Khan. We are in the house of the Lord. But I must say, if I could marry me one queen mother, it would be Shaka Khan. Lord have mercy. 5'5", thick in the thighs. Forgive me, Lord. But it's something about that woman. I don't know what it is about Shaka Khan, brothers and sisters, but she makes my soul stir when I see that woman. But getting back to the point, we must stay focused, brothers. Lord help me. Shaka Khan said, who in their right mind continues with a party when your #1 artist just died upstairs in a tub? Y'all think Michael Jackson died from an overdose? Do you know Michael Jackson owned 50% of Sony Records? Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog, which made him 50% owner of Sony Records. Sony Records said, oh, no way. We can't let a Negro own half of this, even if he's the #1 selling artist of all time. So Michael Jackson's album Invincible comes out, and what does Sony do? They give him no promotion. They sabotage Invincible to make sure Michael Jackson goes into debt. And then they come back to Michael and say, you're in debt, Michael. You owe us a couple mil. Give us the Beatles music. Michael says, no, I'm going to have a concert, raise the money to pay y'all off. You're never getting the catalog. Michael Jackson made one mistake. He was living in Dubai with his brother. He decided to come back to the Staples Center to perform. Fatal mistake. Mike should have stayed over there until the concerts was done. He came back to LA. They sent Conrad Worrell, not Worrell, the brother who murdered him, I forget his name, the black doctor, Conrad Murray. I think he did, what, 5 years? He's home, and he will be comfortable for the rest of his life for keeping his mouth shut. Prince! Why did they murder the Prince? You know why they murdered the Prince? Prince is one of the first artists after Sam Cooke to say, I want to own my own masters. And they said, Prince, we know you want your masters. This is what we're going to do. If you let us remaster the 25th anniversary Purple Rain album, just let us remaster and republish Purple Rain, we're going to give you your masters. Right after Prince gets his masters, he's dead. You know why Prince is dead? Because they want the unpublished music that Prince wasn't going to give him. Oh yeah. Prince had more music that he never published than he published. Just like Tupac Shakur. Dead artists make more money. Jimi Hendrix, greatest guitarist of all time, died in a tub just like Whitney. What did we find out about Jimi Hendrix? His music manager was MI6, British intelligence. Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panther Party with his monies. MI6 told the FBI they ordered Jimi Hendrix's death. Died the same way Whitney died. Why are all of our celebrities dying in hotel rooms by themselves? Sam Cooke, the first major artist to own his own music, close friends with Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. Sam Cooke tells Martin Luther King and Malcolm X that the minute y'all start fighting and work together, I'm going to finance the whole civil rights movement. Malcolm was going to lead the North, Dr. King was going to lead the South, and J. Edgar Hoover had a heart attack. They said, you're going to kill Sam Cooke because he is not going to finance civil rights. Sam Cooke dies about 7 weeks before Malcolm. Never believe what the movie and the music and the news is telling you. The truth is always somewhere else, and the truth is always something else. R. Kelly don't get locked up until he hears some of his unpublished music on the radio that he never authorized. R. Kelly don't get locked up until Sony Records ends up with a part of his catalog that he never signed away. R. Kelly don't get locked up until he hears some of his unpublished music on the radio that he never authorized. R. Kelly don't get locked up until Sony Records ends up with a part of his catalog that he never signed away. The pedophilia was the cover. The real reason was the music.